I'm free now.
Yeah.
In recent years, filmmakers have gotten a lot better at making kids' movies appeal to adults, usually by filling it with jokes and references that the average kid won't even understand. There are a lot to choose from, but these are just a few of our favorite adult jokes that younger audiences never caught. Here are Screen Rant's 10 hidden adult jokes in children's movies. Space Jam. In the wacky universe of Space Jam, anything can happen. After a cosmic amusement park experiences a dip in attendance, the owner starts to scout out some new talent. When the Looney Tunes become the target of a cosmic amusement park owner looking to boost profits, they wind up with their freedom depending on a basketball game. Thankfully, the Looney Tunes have Michael Jordan on their side, but the opposition is tough. The Monstars cheat by stealing the talents of real-world NBA stars. When the players are given physicals to try to understand why they suddenly can't play basketball, the doctor drops an erectile dysfunction joke that definitely stayed under the radar of most kids.
Are there any other areas besides basketball where you find yourself unable to perform?
Shrek. In Shrek's movie debut, his peaceful existence is ruined when an evil lord banishes all fairy tale characters to live in his beloved swamp. Shrek heads off to see the lord and convince him to reverse the decision, but even before he meets Lord Farquaad, kids will have missed a particularly crude joke. Try saying Lord Farquaad's name twice as fast, and you'll hear the R-rated nickname some fans claim is an obvious joke. Not to mention Shrek and Donkey implying that his massive castle is making up for a shortage somewhere else.
Do you think maybe he's compensating for something?
Monster House. Neighborly disputes are common, but Monster House shows how bad things can get when the owner's soul literally merges with his house. When the film's trio of kids loses their basketball on the property, the kids decide to investigate inside. The house is modeled after the human body, with references to anatomy worked right into its architecture. The parts of the house never head below the belt, but when a part of the human anatomy comes close, the filmmakers couldn't pass up the gag that even adults might miss.
Then that must be the uvula.
So it's a girl house.
101 Dalmatians. Not all cartoons translate well to live action, but Disney's retelling of 101 Dalmatians sticks pretty close to the original story. When Cruella de Vil talks to stars Roger and Anita, it's revealed that the couple is also expecting a baby to go along with the upcoming litter of puppies. Cruella snaps her gaze to Roger and makes a crude joke that is at best accusing him of cheating and at worst, bestiality.
Puppies? You have been a busy boy.
Neither one seems at home in a Disney movie. The Little Mermaid. When the restless mermaid star of this Disney classic falls in love with a human, she makes a deal that goes horribly wrong. Ariel winds up with her prince in the end, but the wedding scene didn't kill the rumor that Disney likes to hide adult references in all their films. Conspiracy theorists like to point out that the minister is far too excited to be leading the ceremony, while Disney's defenders claim his knobby knees are obviously the explanation. Either way, Disney took note, and only copies produced during the original run contained the scene in its true state. It was modified for the 2006 re-release. Muppet Treasure Island. Based on a classic pirate caper, Muppet Treasure Island keeps to the original plot, sending Muppets on a search for treasure while navigating pirate-infested waters. The Muppets have always been as popular with adults as kids, and are known for incorporating dirty, sometimes dark humor into their show. One of the film's more risque scenes sees Kermit and Miss Piggy reunite, with the pink pirates discussing her past lovers. She then greets Tim Curry's Long John Silver a little too intimately, leading Kermit to assume they've also knocked boots.
Hello, oh no, him too?
Madagascar. Most parents learn fast that inventing words or phrases to replace cursing in front of their kids is a must. But sometimes those clever solutions make it into film. In the animal adventure Madagascar, a group of pampered animals escape their New York zoo to wind up on the island of Madagascar. Alex the lion is prone to hunger-induced hallucinations, which means his friend Marty the zebra starts to look a little too delicious. When the ride home arrives, Marty runs to fetch a starving Alex. As Marty turns to flee the attack, he shouts out a seemingly meaningless string of words.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea.
Martin! Hey! Hold up! I'm gonna kill you! Hold up!
When the adults take a second to think it over, they'll realize the word's first letters spell an entirely different word.
Sugar honey iced tea.
The Rugrats movie. If you were watching Nickelodeon in the 90s, there's a good chance you know cartoon babies Tommy, Chucky, Phil and Lil, and the rest of the Rugrats gang. The cartoon's full-length movie saw Tommy and his friends set out to return his newborn brother Dill to the hospital. The show was always a bit edgy, but one dirty little joke in the movie slides by almost completely undetected. A conversation between two newborns turns dark as one laments the loss of her umbilical cord.
Man, they cut my cord!
The second baby stares longingly into his diaper.
Consider yourself lucky!
Telling her to be happy, that's all they took. Mrs. Doubtfire. Okay, so it's not exactly a children's movie, but a lot of us have seen Mrs. Doubtfire as kids. Deadbeat dads are nothing new for Hollywood, but when it's Robin Williams in the role, you know it's going to be funny. It's bad enough that his character loses his kids in a custody battle with his soon-to-be ex-wife, but disguising himself as the elderly Mrs. Doubtfire actually works, until a new suitor named Stu starts courting his wife. People who actually saw the movie as children might now realize that the villainous Stu was actually a decent guy, but most of the sexual innuendos probably went completely over their heads. No conversation proves it better than Mrs. Doubtfire's attempt to scare him off by discussing her nighttime hobbies, all of which were completely meaningless to the kids just laughing at a man dressed as an old
I
woman.
hope you're up for a little competition. She's got a power tool in the bedroom, dear.
The Road to El Dorado. In this DreamWorks adventure, two quasi-criminals set out to find a mystical city of gold. But it wouldn't be much of a movie if things went smoothly for the heroes Tulio and Miguel. The journey isn't all bad though, especially for Tulio, who enjoys the company of a beautiful woman named Chell. In fact, he might be enjoying it a little too much. In one scene, the camera pans across a couch before Chell appears from below, followed by a satisfied Tulio. Considering the sounds heard before they were interrupted, and the fact that their heads pop up from two different places, the animators seem to be implying something far more adult than a PG kids movie. But we'll let you decide.
Whoa!
My lords?
So what do you think of our list? Did we miss any of your favorite hidden jokes in kids movies? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this one, especially our Dirty Disney video. Click and enjoy.